want to be conscious of that primarily for my young boys because I know my wife can handle it. But it's primarily for my boys that I got to be aware of how difficult those transitions can be with being at a school, creating friends, and having relationships, and then having to pick up and move and do that all over again because I did that so much as a child with the instability that my home life was like that that can be tough. That can be tough on relationships. That can be tough on stability. That can be tough on, um, on not knowing where you're going to be in any given year or moment. And it kind of prevents you from being able to be comfortable in a place or being able to root yourself in a place that's going to allow you to be your full self, right? Because it's like, hey, I'm not going to get close with these people because I might be not even here in a year or two, right? That's something I am always aware of, and that is something definitely you have to consider when you asked me earlier just about my journey and where I want to be as a coach and or what level do I kind of see myself at.
Let me ask you this, Coach, because right on the lines, I'm glad you said that about your wife, because I was going to ask how important it is to have a mate who understands the calling on it. Let me ask you this. And this is more so like a man type of question, but how important is it to even have somebody on this journey? Yeah. Meaning, let's say you was a single guy. I'm 30, so I'm assuming you're about 33, 34, Coach.
Ain't that old?
How old are you, Coach?
I'm gonna be 33.
Okay,
so I'm only 2 years older than you.
Okay. So, how important is it to have that person on this journey? Every man's different, every person's different. Can you do this? And I'm not saying you, I'm saying the coach. Do this thing as a single person. Does that wife provide stability? Does that provide maybe worry? How does that play into this thing, do you think?
Yeah. I'll speak on my personal experience, and then I'll speak on maybe the other side of things in terms of being single. But for me, it's been so important to have a significant other, one that allows me to put in the time I want to put into the young men that I work with, the time to better serve the players that I coach, right, in all facets of their lives for the 4 years, 5 years that I have them. Because of the time that I give and dedicate to those young men, there's so many other parts of my life that still have to get done, but it will be tough with how much time I feel like it takes to dedicating and effort and time and attention to putting serving to those players. That would be hard to do, right? And to have a wife that is fully on board with supporting me in that way allows me to be better at my job because I don't have to focus on them for just a few months out of the year, right? When the season time, like those responsibilities are still there, but I have a significant other that can relieve me of that and that allows me to be really, really good at my job. And and I do think that's huge. And it's definitely it's more important to if you have a significant other that they understand what it takes, what this profession, how demanding this profession is. It's more important to have them understand how demanding this profession is, as opposed to whether you do or not have one. I say where the struggle comes in is when you have a significant other that doesn't understand the demands of the profession. That's when you gotta really make some tough decisions, right? But in terms of life without a partner, like again, those responsibilities are still gonna be there, but you gotta figure out a way to uphold and fulfill all of your personal responsibilities. If you are a single man, a single person, right, man or woman, as a coach, to be able to fulfill all those responsibilities. And what the flexibility